wanted to do a series on Lecha Dodi, and I wanted to speak about first, of course, the beginning of Lecha Dodi. But before that, we should talk a little bit about Rav Shlomo Alkabetz. Rav Shlomo Alkabetz was a Makubal from the 16th century, and one of the most famous things he wrote, which is a fascinating thing, is that about his experience with the Magid. He was sitting at a Seder, and I have to tell you, I heard the story. I once went to the house of Rav Tzvi Yehuda Cook for Shalosh Shudas. I couldn't eat there because it was a Shemitah year, and they relied on the Heter Mechira. And I didn't rely on the Heter Mechira, on the selling of the land to the non-Jew. But it was a fascinating experience. And he read with great feeling the story of Rav Shlomo Alkabetz at the Seder table in Izmir in Turkey, where the Beis Yosef, Rabbi Yosef Karo, was present. And they heard, all the assembled heard Rabbi Yosef Karo mouth open and a voice come out from his mouth which was not his own, which is the voice of a malach, who the Rabbi Yosef called his Magid, and wrote a sefer, Magid Meishorim, describing everything the malach said to him. And this malach told them all that they should move to Eretz Yisrael. And all those people were at the Seder, they moved to Eretz Yisrael, to Tzfas. And that's where they became part of this chabura of Mekubalim and Talmidei Chachamim of great stature who were in the glory days of Tzfas in the 1500s, perhaps the center of learning in the Jewish world. And Rav Shlomo Alkabetz is known as a Mekubal, and he's known as a poet. And, of course, his most famous poet made it into the liturgy, the Lecha Dodi. And it's interesting because for many years, this caused great, there was a lot of battles about including Kabbalah Shabbos, which was instituted by the Talmidei Ari and Lecha Dodi within the Siddur, because this was a new thing, a Kabbalistic thing, and especially about 150 years later, when the Shabtai Tzvi came along the scene, so very many communities were very anti any Kabbalistic overtones whatsoever because of the Shabtai Tzvi movement. Shabtai Tzvi set Kabbalah back by hundreds of years. So the compromise which most shuls made is that Kabbalah Shabbos is not daven from the Amud. Kabbalah Shabbos is daven from the Bima, or the Teva. And the reason why it's daven from the Bima is in order to demonstrate this is not really part of davening. So this is something which we're doing because it's nice, we enjoy it, it's good, but it's not part of davening. So that's why Kabbalah Shabbos is uniquely davened from the Bima as opposed to from the Amud in front. So the Lecha Dodi is preceded by 6 Kapitach Tehillim, 7 Kapitach Tehillim, which represent the days of the week. And you can actually in the past gone through them, how each one represents one different day of the week. I'm sorry, six of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so there's 7 of them. No, I got it right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, there's 6. Mizmor Shel Yom Shabbos was corresponding to Shabbos. So the six Tehillim at the beginning of a Kabbalah Shabbos are about the 6 days a week. And then we say the Shem Hashem, not outright, but an Honor B'Koach, which has 42 words corresponding to the letters of the 42-letter name of Hashem, which is the name of Hashem which represents travel, because there are 42 masos in the Midbar, in Parshas B'chukosai, and not B'chukosai, Masei, in Parshas Masei, and these travels end now in Shabbos. So if we're traveling from the days of the week into Shabbos. And after we say the Shem Hashem in that form of the Honor B'Koach, we start Lecha Dodi. Now, what I want to speak about today is Lecha Dodi across Kol Pnei Shabbos Kabbalah, the number of letters in this phrase. And I heard this from many years ago from a Professor Reuven Kimmelman, who wrote, I think, a whole book on Lecha Dodi. And it's Lecha Dodi is 7 letters. Lamed Chav Hey is 3. Dodi is 4. Right? That corresponds to the 7 days of the week. During that time, we're going Likras Kala. Likras Kala is 8 letters. 5 is likras, and kala is 3, 8 letters. In other words, we're going from the days of the week to we want to go from we go from the days of the week, hopefully to a higher level on Shabbos, which is the level of 8, right? Because 7 represents teva, and 8 represents which is above teva. So we go from 7 to 8, and together 7 and 8 make up the Shem Hashem Yud K, right? 15, and that's the name of Hashem which we can reach in this world. Why? Because in this world it says that Kiara Kes Kam Milchamol Hashem Amalek Midor Dor Ein Hashem Shalom Ben Akise Shalom Achimocha Zaro Shalom Amalek. So as long as we are in this world, we go with the Hashem Yud K, right? That's the name of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, which until the Geula is not expanded upon. And then we have Pnei Shabbos the Kabbalah. Now Pnei Shabbos Kabbalah, if we count those, Pnei is 3, Shabbos is another 3, that's 6, and a Kabbalah is 5, which makes 11, right? And that 11 in Gematria, of course, is the Vav the second part of the Shem Hashem, right? By the way, this follows the Ashkenazi custom of tying tzitzis, 7, 8, 11, right? That's the 13 is something else. The 7, 8, 11 is also this Yud K and Vav K. And this is something which where we go above and beyond this world. In other words, something with Ein Hashem Shalom, V'Enakisei Shalom Hashimocha Zar Shomai, the Vav Hey is not present in this world. And I saw Rabbi Monk, I believe it was, who writes that Yud K Vav K is also an acrostic. It's Yismechu Hashamayim B'Sogel Haaretz. Yismechu Hashamayim B'Sogel Haaretz. Yud is Yismechu. Ha, Hey, Hashamayim. Vav, B'Sogel. Hey, Haaretz. So in this world, before the Gula, Yismechu Hashamayim. There's Simcha and Shamayim, but it's not fully here on land because we're in Golus and the Shekhinah is in Golus, and the world is not yet fixed. When will it be V'Sogel Haaretz? Well, is that going to take place? When the name will be Sholem, when the throne will be Sholem, when he mocha Zara Shalom Olik. But each and every week, we also, when we come to Shabbos, we try and ascend to Me'ein Olam Haba, right? So the B'nai Shabbos, the Kabbalah, is the Me'ein Olam Haba, the Yom Shekula Shabbos. So therefore, we try and bring about through our davening, Lecha Dodi, let's go out towards the Kala, and why Shabbos called Kala we'll have to address, but not right now. Pnei Shabbos the Kabbalah, and then we're going to experience the full possibility of Me'ein Olam Haba that we experience, which is Shabbos. So I think that the Reb Shlomo Kabetz specifically chose this number of letters and this arrangement, 7, 8, which makes 15, and then 11 for the Yud K Vav K, and the words which are phrased in order to be a refrain, which brings us by its recital to a higher level. Okay, I think that's enough for this week.
That's I just one thing I'm curious because I was trying to find this one French rabbi one day said that Rabbi Shlomo Alkabetz would turn into his grave if we would sing his Lecha Dodi on Tisha B'Av on the Shabbos Chazon with the tone of
Eli Tzion. Yeah. I tend to agree, but once a person writes a poem, puts it in the public domain, it's not his anymore.
Right.
So he probably didn't want it sung that way, but it was no longer his choice.
Walking away, so I'm also walking away. When I hear it, I walk away.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say who, but I saw a few people doing it.
Yeah.
Just
Yes. All right. Have a good Shabbos.
Good Shabbos. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.